Have you ever wondered why, despite all of City's success over the past decade, many still see them as a questionable club? Well, something surrounding the club right now is a very good answer to that. City are being investigated for 115 charges in the Premier League. Sarah, you are part of like our gang here on Betting Expert. As a betting expert, what are the odds of escaping 115 charges? Not one, not two, not three, 115. What are the odds?
It depends on how the charges are, how they line up the charges.
Okay,
Sometimes they charge you for basically the same kind of thing, but like,
okay,
that's what made it
for emphasis.
like
let's read out what City's 115 charges are like. 54x. 54 of those charges means they failed to provide accurate financial information.
Exactly.
Between 2009 to 2018. 14 of those charges, they failed to provide accurate information for player and manager payments. That's 14. Yep. 5 of those charges, they failed to provide accurate information to UEFA. Another 5 charges means they failed to cooperate with Premier League PSR rules. Right? So, and 7 of them, they breached Premier League's PSR rules. So 54 actually, the 54 charges, are like they fail to provide accurate financial information.
And that's like half.
And that's half of
almost
it.
half the.
So what do you think are their odds actually?
Of escaping
this.
Of escaping. I'll say 1.70.
1.70. Those are exciting
good odds,
odds,
right?
Good odds now.
Exactly, because I think that even as the Premier League are trying to push and all of that, it has to be at the back of their minds what the consequences of actually taking a very hard stance against Manchester City would do for the league as a whole. This is the team that has won 4 consecutive league titles. This is the team that has won the Champions League not long ago. This is the face of the league.
Right currently now. The face.
If you are taking down the team that is basically representing the Premier League and the face of it, it comes with consequences for your brand, for even the league as a whole. We saw what Calciopoli did to... Now, that was a different case in that it was match fixing. Of course, they had to act and all of that. But what it did to the league, without a strong Juventus, with Milan also suffering like some consequences, everything, the whole scandal, Italian football as a whole, they never really recovered. This was one of the best leagues in the 90s and early 2000s. Was still like a top league that was attractive. And after that,
but if you look at that case, it's more like the Premier League, like the devil and the blue sea, because you're trying to bring in success. You're trying to make sure that other clubs are sort of considered with the kind of breaches that they have, and you're also trying to protect the integrity of the league. Well, if you look at it, first, let's remember that City have in a way escaped this a little, not quite long ago. That's when UEFA petitioned them. They went to CAS and they got ruling in their favor despite paying just few money. So it then tells that mostly they have a chance. You look at those discrepancies when it comes to the payment and all. They might find a way to prove it. I feel City have a way to cover up these things. I don't know how it's going to happen, but then you say you are never found guilty.
I think they'll get a slap on the wrist.
Yes, that's the thing.
As an Arsenal fan, I don't think you should be saying something like this.
Who is an Arsenal fan?
Me.
Okay, then you said as an Arsenal fan.
Yes, as an Arsenal fan.
Because
I don't think I should be saying yes. Why are you people so? Why are you supporting corruption?
We're not supporting
These
corruption.
Guys are corrupt.
No, but they have not been found guilty.
They are clearly corrupt.
They have not been found guilty.
They were not supporting corruption. I'm telling you that
the facts are there.
Found guilty.
I'm telling you that
they've not been proven.
I'm telling you that it doesn't work like that.
They've not been proven.
Remember when the news came that Man City have been kicked out of the Champions League and blah blah blah.
If you actually check the reason why that was overturned, there was a technicality.
Exactly.
But now there are differences this time around, and here comes the difference. The difference is that now Premier League sides were not really interested in that. That was an European case. This is within the Premier League, and now if the reports going out are true, all the Premier League clubs.
Yes, because they're tired
all
of
the Premier League clubs. All the Premier League clubs are actually back in the Premier League. That alone.
Yes, because
that alone
gone.
I want them gone. I want them gone.
What has happened to the Premier League is that Premier League had this this thing where they were bragging that they can never be like any other league. Like no matter what happens, one team cannot.
That there is no loophole.
No, you guys need to look at it this way.
How?
Now you guys need to look at it this way. If you are spending money the right way and you are winning because of it, I will only be jealous. I will not have anything to reason to look down on your team. But don't be illegal about it, and that's what City are doing.
Do you think
that's what they are doing?
No,
why would you pay a manager to offshore payments?
You know what
for
really
instance?
happened?
Yeah, what happened?
It was another club that was paying him extra money.
Took a leaf out of some other clubs.
Chelsea, man, say the name with your full chest.
Because Chelsea were always. In fact, if we
chest.
remember correctly, Arsene Wenger complained back then.
He complained about
Chelsea.
Yeah.
And said, "No, this thing is going to affect the league.
It's going to affect the league."
They told him to shut up.
Wenger was a prophet.
Everybody told him to shut up.
Yeah.
Everybody, shut up. What are you saying? You're just jealous. Blah 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 blah. So it's so funny to see Premier League clubs now all of a sudden like, we don't want this anymore. Kick them out or no. This is the beasts that they unleashed back then when they didn't do what they were supposed to do to curb.
I agree that Premier League
Chelsea kind of got away with it ultimately because before they could bring in any rules to
they had broken out of that.
Yeah, because what Man City's argument has always been is that what the rules exist to protect the traditional top four.
Yeah.
And they are like, okay, there's no way a small team that gets good investment can rise to that level
because of the existing rules already.
Yes,
protects those guys.
It protects those guys, so you can never really hit there. If you try to spend, look at Newcastle.
Where
all of a sudden they had to start selling off players because
they needed to balance the books.
Yeah, so that has always been that's why
Everton had to still sell players to balance the book after getting those point deduction last season. They had 6 points. Nottingham Forest was also charged with where they also had point accumulatively. They both had 12 points deducted.
Ironically, go on.
But for City, if you look at City's own case now, we know it's spanning from 2009 to 2018. And one big issue there has to be more of, I think it's Roberto Mancini's salary, where he talked about being paid by a club in Abu Dhabi, that's Al Jazeera FC. They are paying him.
City also inflated their
sponsorship. Because let's remember, City did not. Let's remember. But remember that City did not have fun. Then when they even started, that was the time that Pep Guardiola used to call the fan we are playing in almost like an empty stadium. Because for you to get good sponsorship, marketers are looking at the numbers. That's why United still tries to sort of even if they are having losses.
Can't go down.
But that's why let's look at the potential consequences now. There's talk of City could get dog point. There's even talk of they could be relegated depending on whatever count they are found guilty. If it happens,
but the clubs don't want them relegated. Because they feel they'll come right back.
Yes, that's why so they want them
getting point deductions every season for like 5 seasons, so they can't compete.
That will favor us now.
I know that's what you want.
No, but we'll see where.
I don't think that's going to happen.
My annoyance about this whole thing is that for starters, the fact that they are not making details of this hearing in public, the fact that it is a secret hearing, I think City will get away with it.
No, but first of all, look at it. It's not the Premier League that is in charge of this. This is a private investment, and this is a delicate matter. Yeah. And I don't think we should really question that. I don't think we should really question their integrity, because sometimes, if you as a judge, 115 charges is something that will take a lot of time.
No, but think about it. This is for them to bring out 115 charges against
I just
that's
want
a
you
lot.
to know that. I just want you to know that the so-called integrity of the league that they are trying to protect.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. There's no integrity. Look at what just happened this summer. Clubs selling to themselves so that they can beat PSR. Just sending a youth. Chelsea. Suddenly, Saudi just buying up all your players that you don't want anymore for 40 million. Come on,
do a fraudulent deal. You know that this deal is fraudulent. See Chelsea selling up their own players.
Remember how Samuel Moridian's deal did not go through before? That's how we understood that it was the
same
price.
That's why City are so adamant that this thing is just like a witch hunt for us. Like, because we are winning, then all of a sudden you don't want us anymore and all that. Of course, it's expected. If you are winning too much, they will find loopholes and they will take. And I remember I mentioned in one video before that what favors the Premier League: City monopoly or City losing games and losing their hold on the league. It's them depending losing games because so that you have more competitiveness.
It's both ways. Not even the monopoly, they complained about it last season. People were like, let City not make the that's the quadruple win, has to be title wins. number of that's 4 pits, Premier League 4 pits, but still they won it, and the league is still selling. I think it will be a big integrity test for the Premier League.
I'll just end it by saying that for those that don't know, the person representing City is Lord.
Yeah.
Panic. And you know,
Panic.
It's
Panic.
Yeah, it's Panic. And he has represented the Queen before. He has also represented former Prime Minister Boris Johnson. So this guy, he charges £5,000 per hour.
Very good.
He's not just very good, he's among the very best that law has to offer. And he was the one that helped them overturn the earlier rules. So I don't know how this will happen, but I mean, we'll have to see how that plays out. So City's hearing is expected to take 10 weeks, and we'll see how that plays out. They're expecting a result in early 25, and I'm
but
hoping
it will still take longer than that for me.
I'm personally hoping as an Arsenal fan that they kick them out. We don't want corruption. Say no to fraud. Say no to stealing. Say no to illegal stuff. That's what I'm hoping for. And lastly, I feel they should remove 3 points from their last 2 seasons.
But it's not you that employed someone called Sven Misli that, and there were some deals
now that's all we have time for you. That's all we have. That's all the time we have for you in today's video. It's been a good time talking about City, talking about their 115 charges, and most importantly, what would happen to them in the coming weeks. Let us know in your comments in the comment section below. Should City get punished, or do you think City are innocent? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and let us know what you think should be the fate of City. Until we come your way next time, stay clean and don't do illegal stuff. Be like me and us now.
And Sven.
Stay clean.
Are you sure? That thing's going to take a long time, Sha. All those people, there'll be an appeal next Tuesday. That's not.